Hello there guys, and in this Linux tutorial we are going to talk about shebangs. Now before we actually begin talking about it, I just want to create a new shell script which we can use to demonstrate this concept and other concepts as well. So let me type in emacs and I will name this new script tutorial script2.sh because sh is the extension for shell scripts. And I will actually run this emacs in the background, and I do this by supplying the ampersand operator, okay? And now that I press enter, I actually get emacs opened up. And so the first thing I'll do is I'll close up this window, and I will actually increase the font. Let me just enable my numlock. Okay, even larger. Yeah, I think this is going to be large enough, okay? So let's now talk about what a shebang is. The first part of a shell script is called a shebang. A shebang tells the kernel what interpreter to use to execute the script that follows. And by an interpreter, why I'm saying an interpreter, and that's because shell scripts are actually interpreted, okay? So they're not actually compiled, but they are interpreted. And by the way, if you want to use something else besides Emacs, feel free to use other stuff. I actually don't recommend using regular text editors, but you can install a text editor which is called Atom. Okay, so it's ATOM, Atom. You can use that. It's a graphical user interface text editor, which is really good. So if you don't want to use Emacs, feel free to use Atom. Okay, and now let's get back to the topic of this tutorial, which is shebangs. Now, how do you write a shebang? Well, you will always recognize the shebang by the first two characters, and those are a hashtag and exclamation mark. And after that comes the interpreter which you want to use. So I want to use the bash interpreter, so I wrote hashtag exclamation mark and then the interpreter I want to use, which is the bash interpreter. Okay, and basically this line tells the kernel to interpret your script using the bash interpreter. And obviously we'll have different looking shebangs for different interpreters, but you will always recognize a shebang by this specific character sequence, which is hashtag and an exclamation mark. Okay, so I'm just gonna save my file, and this is where we end this tutorial. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something useful, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial as well.